Hey everyone, and welcome back. Now today I'm going to be reviewing ProMerchant, a credit card processing company that offers its services to businesses of all sizes. Now, even though it's a relatively new company that started out in about 2018, it's become a prominent name in the industry. Personally, I've been using their services for years and they've been meeting all my financial needs, but there are some things that can be improved. For example, they don't provide a zero-cost processing plan for some industries. So in this video, I'll go over some features, their pros and cons, as well as the pricing structure. And if at any point throughout this video, you want to check out ProMerchant for yourself, you can click the link in the description down below for a discount that you won't find by going directly to their website. Okay, so the first thing I'll go over is the setup. And it's a relatively easy process. All you have to do is fill out their evaluation form so they can recommend the best plan for your business. Once ProMerchant evaluates your application, an accountant director will contact you with a quote. When I was new to all of this, I really liked that they gave each business a personally evaluated quote. Usually other companies have pricing on their website and just a list that you can choose from. Even though ProMerchant doesn't offer a free trial, a free quote is a good deal when researching all the options. ProMerchant does things differently, but I like their system. So in just about 24 hours, you'll get your quote. And if you think it's an appropriate amount, you can go ahead and order their equipment overnight and get the transactions up and running in just 72 hours. Now, speaking of equipment, let's talk about what they offer and how durable their machines are. So most companies partner up with a third party to their equipment supply, and ProMerchant uses Clever Products, a company that many other credit card processing companies use as well. So basically there are three main Clover products. There's the Station, the Mini, and the Flex. Now listen, the Station is the whole cashier setup you see at most retail stores, completed with the printer and monitor. Personally, I haven't used that product, but according to my research, it's an incredibly easy system to use. Next up, there's the Mini, which is what I opted for. It's a small tablet-like gadget with a barcode scanner and EMV chip reader, and my favorite, the NFC contactless payment technology. Now with NFC, the customer only has to hold their card above the machine for a few seconds and payments go through. Lastly, the Clover Flex is basically the same thing, but as a wireless mobile size shaped device. Now they all have an easy to use interface and are extremely durable. So far, I've dropped my Mini a few times and it's still completely unharmed. I also have to say it's incredibly quick when it comes to processing the transactions, and that's an essential factor if you own a restaurant or a retail store so customers don't have to wait in line. Also, if you settle your transactions by 8:30 p.m. East, you'll get your funds the next day. This isn't unique to ProMerchant, but most payment processing companies charge a fee for next day delivery, and ProMerchant does it for free. Now, these were the options for their brick and mortar shops, but they also have a pretty elaborate system for their e-commerce clients. While it can be initially intimidating to build your own website and learn how to add carts and buy new options to your website, I skipped all of this because I opted for Authorize.net, which is a popular tool that lets websites integrate the shopping cart option into their webpage. Authorize.net makes virtual checkout super simple, and it also has a great security system. I've never had a problem with that, and whenever you use virtual tools, just make sure they comply with the PCI DCSS, which is a set of standards most credit card companies use. Now, if you do sign up with the ProMerchant as a restaurant business, then you get a free credit card terminal, the Ingenico Desk 3500. Now, the same goes for retail shop owners. They have specific solutions for the more mainstream businesses. For example, if you run your business on the phone, you can get the Pay Anywhere app and Bluetooth credit card reader for free. This way you can do transactions from anywhere. And if your business is more digital, then they offer something called Payment Hub Virtual Terminals, which allows you to process your customers' information through emails, texts, or even fax. Now, these options are great if you have a mainstream business, but if you're looking for a more specific solution, I'd recommend discussing with their team members. Now, I'm a pretty selective person when it comes to online safety because unfortunately, I've been through a few frauds, but I've learned from my mistakes and took some time to educate myself on security systems. One of the biggest reasons why I chose Pro Merchant was because all of their EMV and NFC technicians are up to date with PCI compliance, and they also offer fraud protection services along with end-to-end encryption. Now, their fraud mitigation tools also save businesses from chargebacks. Since we're on the topic of fraud, I'm well aware of how difficult it is if your business is considered high risk. I've noticed that Pro Merchant doesn't really care about that. They have a high risk approval rate, and you can apply to them even if your business is considered a high risk one. Finally, let's talk about the pricing. As I said earlier, you have to get a personal quote to see what the pricing is like. But other than that, they have two ways of charging: an interchange plus fixed rate plan and a zero cost processing plan. With the interchange plus fixed rate plan, you negotiate your rate and it doesn't change for the rest of the plan. And with the zero cost processing plan, you can negotiate but just pay the same fixed percentage rate on all of your transactions. Your processing costs are actually passed down to the customers, but that only happens if it's a retail or restaurant business. So if you're not, there's a high chance you want to go with the interchange plan. But at least they don't make you sign a 3-year contract like other companies. Pro Merchant works on a month-to-month basis, and there's no early termination fee. You can cancel anytime, and if you're a small business, this freedom is beneficial. Generally, you can ask their customer service representatives questions about pricing, and they'll be happy to help. Pro Merchant assigns a personalized team to each customer, so whenever you have a doubt, whoever answers your question on day one will answer your question as long as you're using their products and services. So overall, this system works well because you don't always have to speak with a new person. So do I recommend Pro Merchant? Yes, I truly do. I think they're a great fit for startups or businesses with bad credit card scores, small businesses, restaurants, and retail shop owners because they have a lot more benefits for businesses like that. Now, they don't have an unnecessarily long contract, no terminal fees, a solid line of equipment, and overall great service. They've simplified a lot of complicated processes for me personally, and there hasn't been any issues in my time with them. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful and you learned something from it. If you did, like this video and subscribe for more. And remember to click the link in the description below for discounts off your purchase with Pro Merchant. And if you have any further questions or require additional information, ask in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.